My name is Lucy, and today I want to talk to you about a choice I made that helped me grow as a learner. So in the middle of last year here at Wesleyan, I was very conflicted as to what classes I should take. I was putting so much pressure on the classes I was choosing between because I realized that I was only going to take about 30 for my whole college career. I searched the word design into West Maps because of my interest in the subject, and up popped a class called Introduction to Design and Engineering. The description of the course seemed intimidating enough that I was put off the idea of taking it. However, after realizing that I was at college to push myself and try things that I never had before, I decided to go to the first day. After a welcoming first class that involved a fire drill in the rain, I had not only made a friend, which I will return to later, but I had transitioned into feeling excited about the fact that I wasn't sure what this class was going to ask of me. I chose taking Intro to Design and Engineering as my transformational experience because I learned a great deal about how I process new information. This class provided the framework of a way of learning that revolved around problem solving and a hands-on approach, much like this class too. I learned that I do well when I get to construct ideas with other people who are dealing with the same issues. It was fascinating to see that under the same prompt and toolkits, the whole class came up with different results. I learned that I do well with challenges that are within my realm of understanding, and I like being given assignments that I haven't done before or know much about. And back to the friend I mentioned, I also realized the importance of finding your allies in a learning environment. In a predominantly male field, it was so important that the girls in the class stuck together and provided support for each other. We would stay after class just to make sure that everyone was satisfied with what they had created, and we encouraged each other by suggesting different possible design tactics. Our biggest project was to create a mechanical hopper that would have a trigger mechanism and jump by itself. Getting my hopper to jump on its own was proof to me that this collaborative and hands-on learning style was working for me. I think this learning experience relates most strongly to constructivism, a learning method that consists of active and constructive processes. The learner plays the role of the information constructor and uses their prior knowledge as a link to the new information. Each student brought their past experiences to the creation of their hoppers and was able to construct new knowledge instead of just acquiring it. Each hopper was created differently, and so the focus was therefore on the learner and not the subject, in thinking about how to construct the mechanism. I think two of the most important aspects of constructivism is that 1, people learn to learn as they learn. Although that sounds confusing, it really just means that learning consists of constructing meaning and constructing systems of meaning. If it was required for the hopper to have a trigger mechanism, for example, then we were required to learn what a trigger mechanism is. And number 2, learning is a social activity. Learning is strongly associated with our connections with other humans. I learned just as much from the students in the class than I did the professor, and for such a hands-on class, this was a wonderful environment to be in. I wanted to quickly mention that this transformational experience could also be associated with the design-based learning theory, as it attempts to bridge theory and practice together in education. I thought that it also related to this class because our final group project was to try and solve a problem that people faced and design something that would work to help the problem. In this way, we were addressing putting our work in the context of real-world situations and collaborating to come up with design solutions. Thank you for listening. I would recommend this class to anyone and would love to talk about more details if anyone is interested.